Well, we'll be seeing a lot of calves marketed this fall. So, Daryl, how's the feeder cattle market shaping up?
Well, we're moving into the fall actually pretty strong right now, reasonably strong anyways. The markets are holding together pretty well. I think one of the real questions this fall will be sort of how the wheat pasture develops. We had a nice early start for some people. Some people have actually been too wet to plant, but they're ready to plant. But it's been fairly dry the last couple of weeks, at least in a lot of areas, so we have to watch that going forward. If the wheat comes on nicely, then I think we'll have good stocker demand, and that'll help support these calf prices this fall.
So is there anything else that producers, cow-calf producers can do to add value to their cattle?
Well, we've been talking about this for many, many years, but we still see, a lot of, bull calves come to town, not castrated. If you look at a recent market report, those bull calves get about $60 a head or a little bit more, less than steers of the same quality and size. So it's worth taking a little time to do that. Weaning those calves, 45-day weaning period is good, giving them their vaccinations. If they haven't had any vaccinations yet, you can give one pre-weaning and another one at weaning, or you can give one at weaning and then a couple weeks after weaning. Get those respiratory and clostridial vaccines in those calves.
Speaking of the weaning and all that, the Oklahoma Quality Beef Network, it's that time of year, those sales are going on. Are Oklahoma producers allowed to participate in those?
You bet. We do have several sales scheduled this fall for the Oklahoma Quality Beef Network. The deadline is actually passed on a couple of the earlier sales, but there's several more scheduled, and we're right up against the deadline to get the 45-day weaning period in place. So, producer would need to move pretty fast, but there is an opportunity there, and we have lots of data for many years to show the value of those sales. So, there's more information on the sales and getting registered for those at oqbn.okstate.edu.
So with everything that's happened so far this year in 2020, should cattle producers retain ownership going forward?
Well, it's something to take a look at. I think every producer has to evaluate that. But if you look just at the prices of feeder cattle this fall, depending on the size you start with and how long or how much weight you might be looking to put on, there does seem to be some opportunities there. So depends on what your resources are, what your management and labor situation is in terms of being able to take care of those calves, but it's certainly a consideration. So maybe you follow a preconditioning program by holding onto those calves even longer and putting some additional weight on them in a backgrounding or a stocker type program.
All righty, Daryl. Dr. Daryl Peel, Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.